British coin hunt, we got what you want. We got gold and silver, seems everyone's a winner. It's so elementary, you get one free entry. Every single rifle make your collection dazzle. TGBCHraffle.com, TGBCHraffle.com.
Trying to sort of, so I've got it on there, and then I've got a Facebook one on there, so it's going out on Facebook as well, although I can't see many of the comments on Facebook, but there we go. So I thought I'd come on for a little bit. We'll do a little bit of, we'll do some spins that we got time for. Had a little chat to Chris, and he's got some time. Yes, so let's just log into YouTube so I can see the comments. That's it. Hello, Ethan. Nice to see everybody tuning in. Stick around if you'd like to. And we're going to do some paid spins with a multiplier. Got the computer open. Where are we? Let's come on there. Turn the volume down. No, that's the wrong one. Typical for me. Get the wrong one. Boom. That's it. Click the like button again. Live chat, live chat. There we go. So now I can have that on there. So we've got like 4 screens running at the same time. So we've got the YouTube one running, we've got the Facebook one running, I've got the other one running so I can see the comments on YouTube. Can't really see the comments on, hello Michelle, can't really see the comments on Facebook. And we've got the website open. Should we get any takers fancying a little bit of a play around? Yes, I did. So time for a little bit of a chat, etc. Excellent, Patricia. Glad you got it okay. Well done on winning that. Apparently that's quite a tasty coin to win, which is rather nice. Oops, that won't work. I'm glad you're happy with it. Just an extra reminder, anybody receiving any packages from me, make sure you wipe them down because I am tested positive for the COVID. So make sure you wipe it down, wash your hands, throw the packaging straight in the bin. That's always a good idea. Just dealt with that. If you're watching, Scott, I just dealt with that. I'd forgotten about. I missed one off. Well, 2 off actually. I missed off your Patreon. So we did. I did that. Fired that over to Chris. So he's on the case with that one. So what I'm doing is the whole idea for tonight. Chris had a little bit of spare time. I'm feeling a little bit better. Still under the weather a bit with the old COVID and getting over the heart attack and all of that. Mustn't grumble though. I feel pretty good. And even though we've had a few things go a little bit wonky, I'm quite happy at where I am, as it were, health-wise. I've got away with a few things. I've been really lucky, so I mustn't complain. Let's get a bit of paper, which we're going to need. down the chute and get some more paper. And look at this. Then I'll get through some paper, 500 sheets at a time. Cool. Or the £30 ones too. Did both get multiplier wheel? I didn't see the other question. What was the other question? No, just the £30 ones. So it's just the £30 spin. So what we're doing is we're gonna. I know some people have missed out having, you know, paying for spins, and I want to raise a little bit of cash as well, in order to place a couple of orders myself. So we've come on to do some paid spins, and the £30 spins are the ones that will come with a multiplier. So the super wheel spin is 30 quid a pop, and but just for tonight, just for this, just for a little, you know, little call it a fundraiser, call it whatever you like, but just for this couple of hours that we're on, anybody that buys a £30 spin, instead of getting 3 times whatever you land on, you'll find out what your prize is, and then we'll spin the multiplier, and you could get anything from 3 to 10 times. If you pay 30 quid and you end up landing on guesses, whatever the guesses are that you get, I will double to make it well worth your while. So that even if you just win guesses, well, you have a good chance of winning the new guesses prize, which is the new guesses prize is a set of 18 hero crowns. And there you go. So you buy your spins there, the Great British Coin Hunt. There's the link. If anybody wants to have a go and buy a spin or two, they're £30 each. If you buy 5, that's 150 quid. Pardon me, we'll give you 6. And if you are a gold member on YouTube, you will get 7. So there is extra to be had. And there's been another change as well. Talking about that, there's been a little change on the Platinum Members Wheel. So if you are a gold member on YouTube, which is $17.99 a month, and if you are a gold member on Patreon, which is £50 a month, any membership on PayHip, £30, £55, whatever, doesn't matter. The smallest one, the biggest one, makes no difference. Will then put you on the Platinum Members Wheel. And to that end, we have a new addition or two to the Platinum Members Wheel, which will be on tomorrow. So that's what we've got to sort out tonight and come on and have a little chirp about. It might be nobody has any spins, nobody buys any spins, and if they don't, that's okay. But if you do, then there's the little deal that's going on. So you can buy your £10 spins if you want, have a spin for a tenner. And if you buy 5, you get 6. And if you're a gold member, you get 7. And that's being a gold member anywhere, whether you're a gold member on YouTube or a gold member on Patreon or a gold member on Pay, it doesn't matter. Then you'll get your extra spin. So you could buy the £10 spins, but the multiplier is only coming with a £30 spin. That's the one I'm promoting tonight. You know, if somebody wanted to buy a £10 spin, they can, but they're not going to get a multiplier. It's just a spin. But at 30 quid, you can have the multiplier on, which can give you anything from 3 times to 10 times. Now, I already have some guesses. What do I just do with that? Okay. I already have some guesses in. Who's given me some guesses? Chris Dyer has had his guesses, and he's guessed 1960 up to and including 1998. And that's not correct. So first guess is out of the way for that. This is the, I'll show you, this is the people. There you go. That's the people that are owed guesses at the moment. So if you see your name there, then you're owed some guesses. and we owed the guesses that's written by the side of it. You'll see you've got Derek Clark, 39 plus 39 plus 39 plus 25 plus 39 plus. Keeping his track record going on guesses, which are useless so far. So if anybody that's owed guesses wants to have theirs, by all means, you can do that whilst we're on, and we'll do them live. So it's just a little, just come on for a little bit of a chinwag, a little bit of advertising, a little bit of a couple of orders, and that's about it. Annette Barnfield, you're watching, I see. Hello, Georgina, nice to see you. Oh yeah, Kim, Michelle, Sarah, nice to see you popping in. Ailey, nice to see you popping in. So Annette Barnfield, you've got 39 because you had a little win on Wednesday. And you're looking for numbers between 0 and 10,000 in order to win that set. If you want to know what the set is that you're going to win, I did a little video about it earlier on today. And there's 18 hero crowns. 0 to 38, says Scott, because he's got some to have as well. Where's Scott? There he is. Scott, cross his name out. 0 to 38, not correct. Thank you very much, Scott. That's another guess down. And if you're making notes of the numbers, I will always give the numbers out whilst I'm doing the live, or I'll even do a special one for it. Smoking's difficult since I've had the heart attack. Coming home from hospital. Struggling with the smoking. I've got two. I've got this one, which doesn't really give a lot of, it's just a little like that really. And then I've got this one, which is like a beast. It's like Fog City, isn't it? I could get a job as with a band sitting on the side of the stage, just blowing the smoke out for them. Hello, Kevin. So yes, anybody has guesses to use up, please please feel free to use them. Ah, bugger. See, that's what happens when I try and what happened there? Messed up me thingy. Rotate your phone. Wallop. That's because I tried to scroll on the comments on Facebook and I just nosed it right up for myself. We'll put that there. That's the only way I can make it go out on Facebook is by videoing a video. Steve Fraser again. His second pay-up's just come through. I will go over with that with Chris later. So there we are. So what else we got to tell you then? Let's have a look. Got to have a little think now. Oh yes. So we have the on the 29th of this month, we've got the gold Roger Bannister, I believe it is. That's on tgbchraffle.com. If you haven't got your free entry, there's still, I think there's 600 entries left, or there was when I last looked at it. Let's have a little look, see how many entries are left on that now. TGBCH. Rifle. Shop now. There are 623 entries left for the Roger Bannister Gold Proof. If anybody fancies getting a couple of last minute entries in that, that's being drawn on the 29th of January. so it's about a week away. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the Gold Kew Gardens forward. And there's a big reason for that. The Gold Kew Gardens is completely sold out. So there's no point really leaving it until April when it's all sold out. So we might as well do the draw early. So we're going to plan for drawing the Kew Gardens on or around the 5th of February. And then on the 12th of February, and that one is being put up now, will be another Rosalind Franklin gold coin. So the draw for that will be around the 19th of February. Then we've got, no it won't, it will be around the 12th of February. The 5th of February is the Gold Kew. The 12th of February will be the Rosalind Franklin. The 19th of February, we're going to put something tasty up, but I don't know what it is yet. So watch this space for that one. And roughly on the 26th, 29th of February will be the People's Act Gold. So you've got about 5 really big prizes all on the bounce. 29th, Chris just corrected me. So you have about 5 prizes on the bounce, each one roughly a week apart, giving you the opportunity to win yourself a nice gold coin. Why not? Whilst we got the lockdown going on, what else you going to do? You ain't got nothing else to do, have you? Apart from maybe a bit of decorating or a bit of housework. It's too wet to do the garden, isn't it? So if you've been wondering what to do, that's something you can do and join in with and come on and see who wins, or even get yourself an entry. But the Roger Bannister one has got 600 entries left, and that's it. Then that one will be sold out. Let's have a little look at the People's Act. That's got plenty of entries left. That's got 3,200 entries left, so you're all right on that one. But the Roger Bannister, that is coming close to being sold out. Yes, you're quite right, Lorna. It shows here as the 26th of February. Can always count on Lorna to be a bit more specific than me. 26th of February, see, I get mixed up. 26th of February for the People's Act. And so we're going to try and slot something in somewhere between the 12th and the 26th, which would be sort of around the 19th-ish. Hopefully we'll get something in there a bit tasty for you. Hello, CoinQ. What's the question mark for? Ask your question. I never did very well with the old ESP. Tried it a few times, but I never passed the exam. Otherwise, I'd know what it is that you want to ask. Don't read upside down, you get it wrong. Yeah, this is true. This is true. So what else we've got to tell you? That's one of the things I've got to tell you. So we've covered the new guesses, and to get the guesses, you have to be in a Wednesday draw and win a Wednesday draw. One of the membership draws on a Wednesday, and every time we have a winner on a Wednesday, that win gives a prize plus 39 guesses. And we've had 2 people use their guesses up so far and they haven't won. And the prize that we did have was a Kew Gardens proof set, but now this next one, that was won by Derek Clark. He guessed number 7892, which has been going on for ages and ages and ages, and so many people got really close to it, but for some reason people stayed away from the 7,000 and 8,000. They were up there in the 9,000, but they were stayed away from that one. Birthday bonus on raffle site. My birthday that day, and we are streaming. Ah, okay. Happy birthday, ready for them. I think it gives you a little bonus, doesn't it, for your birthday? Maybe. just sent a newsletter out to let everybody know that Ian Glenn is now live. Hello, Doreen. Nice to see you. So ianglenn.co.uk is now live, and if you have a little look at that, feel free to, you know, pass it on. Let Change Checker know, let Ian Glenn know. I don't mind if people let them know. In fact, between me and you, I'm rather counting on it. Go away, Ms. Patel. Pretty Patel just sent out a tweet. Away. Hello, Lynn. Didn't get the newsletter. It's amazing. Katie got it within about 4 seconds. And in the newsletter, the Ian Glenn one, as Katie has just pointed out, the Ian Glenn one has been reduced. That's this week's reduction one. And it's reduced by 75% for 1 week. Never be that price again, ever again. So if you want to get on it, now's the time to sort of jump in there. 25 quid, you can get yourself a membership of ianglenn.co.uk, and you'll be in the draw every Friday, and it'll be double bubble. So that'll be interesting. I think we have our first customer. Hello, Raftree. Nice to see you, mate. Now, am I correct in saying, are you a gold member, Raftree, on YouTube? I think you are. I'm not sure, though. Because you will get 6. Yes, he is. Okay, so there you get 6 for your 5, and you're a gold member, so you're going to get 7. Let's just print that out so I can then write on it. Here we go, Raftree. Print and copy. Cool. I'm going to print that out. Yes, I'm a YouTube gold member. See, it pays to be a gold member, because then Raftree's just bought 5 spins, £10 a spin. So 5 spins for 50 quid, but because he bought 5, he'll get an extra one, 6, and he will get a bonus one because he's a gold member. See these, look. I'm getting these everywhere. I go and make a cup of tea, there's one stuck on the cupboard. I come into the office, there's one stuck on the door. I go to do something on the computer and there's one stuck under the keyboard. She's been leaving them everywhere, like post-it notes, reminding me that no matter how bad things are, just keep smiling. It's great. Are you off, Lorna? All right, see you a little bit later, lovely. You should get that newsletter come through any time. I think what it does is when I hit the button to send it out, I think what it does is it sends it out in batches. Because sometimes it's a couple of hours before someone will get it. Right then, so whenever you're ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And any paid spins tonight, while we're on, just for tonight, any paid spins while we're on, if it lands on the guesses, I'll double it. So you have an even bigger chance of winning that set, that hero set.
Do you want me to take over the full screen?
And if anyone has any guesses, yeah, brilliant, Katie. You can post them in the stream, and I'll just tell you whether they're winners or not. And for those of you watching on Facebook that have never seen it before, this is what we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday on all our domains. All our domains are draws, and we literally spin the wheel for a couple of hours and give loads and loads of prizes away. But for that, you've got to be a member. And you can be a member of, for free as well, 2020 Penguins. Not a bad start, Raftree. And there is a video that I've put up both on Facebook and on YouTube that will show you how to get £164 worth of memberships for absolutely free, no money required. And it's a step-by-step guide, shows you how to do it. And all you've got to do is follow what it says on there, put the code in, and then it will come through as an order, create the order, and you will be on the wheels. And once on the wheels, you're on them every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, for free. 20 random coins. Hello, Gary. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for popping in. Doing a little bit of a special tonight whilst we're on. Doing some paid spins, and anybody buying the £30 spins will get the multiplier on. And regardless of whether you buy the £10 or the £30 spins, if it lands on guesses, whatever guesses you get, I'll double just for tonight. A sheet of coins. And I also put a video up to let people know about me having the COVID. So that's delayed parcels going out even more. And any that I do wrap up and pack up will be left here for a few days before I even attempt to put them in the mail or with the courier, just to make sure that they're disease free. $15 Isle of Man for Raftree. So what does that work out? Works out about £7 a spin, because he's got 7 spins. 5 for 50 quid. Yeah, that'll be fine. Just tell me you've done it. Just text me and say that you've done it, and that'll be fine. Payment to the bank is okay. I can check it in a little while. I don't need to check it now. If you tell me that you sent it, you sent it.
So close to silver.
That was close to silver, wasn't it? Sheet of coins again. So I'll go over it a couple of times. So the ones we're doing now, these are £10 a spin, which Raftree's bought 5 spins. That's 50 quid. He gets a 6th one because he's bought 5, so he gets 1 free. And he's a gold member on YouTube, so he gets 7. And on the £30 spins, the super wheel spins, it's exactly the same. You buy 1 or 5. If you buy 5, you'll get 6. If you're a gold member, you'll get 7. But the £30 spins will come with a multiplier. £35 membership voucher. which you could use Rafttree to buy a going Ian Glen one. I've just reduced that to 25 quid for a week.
Look at 2 greens up.
Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 away you were, Rafttree, from Gold Coin. Look at that. Oh, that was close. But obviously, I'd rather give you the £35 membership voucher. But if you land on it, you land on it. That was a close one, Rafttree. So we've got one more spin left, and I must make you a code. Actually, I'll do that now. Let's make a code, but I'll have to text it to you afterwards, Mark, because I'm using my phones. Generate code. Screen. £35. It's okay. Oh, you pain. And £25 raffle credit. Which presumably you're all right to add that, are you, Chris? Or do you need me to let you? Won't need me to let you know later. You can add that one, yeah. But if you prefer me to text it to you like normal, I will do that. That's no problem.
Yeah, text me later. I'm getting as bad as you. Very forgetful old age.
Yeah, no, that's fine, mate. It's actually better if I do it that way, isn't it? Let's be fair. It keeps it all correct. So I'm just making one of the vouchers now. So I've made it, and then I can send it through to you in a little while, Rafttree. And yeah, I'm just going to read that out in a second. It's just that I was just making him his voucher. Just copying the code. So I'll send it through to him in a minute. Nice to see you, Belfast. Okay, so a little bit of advertising there for Rafttree. He's got he's doing a free game on his channel this Friday. That'll be tomorrow at 6:45. And if anybody wants to join in, just go and click on Rafttree's channel. And if you don't know what his channel is, click on his name, and then it will open, a little box will come up, and you can subscribe to his channel without even leaving this chat. So you could go on there and join in with him. And as HMS Belfast says, he's echoing that as well. So you have the chance of winning a normal Kew Gardens, which is always good, isn't it, really? I mean, who doesn't want one of those? I think we all want one of those. Everybody wants one of those. Even someone who's got one wants one of those. Pardon me. Windy foxes. Pardon me. So that's that one written down there. I've done that, and I need to do the others. Cool. That's a good start. I thought we was going to have some 30-pounders then, but somebody was dipping his foot in and then he dipped it out again. The bugger. I'll get the thumb screws on him next time I see him. So another thing to talk about is the platinum members. We've brought that down a bit. So if you are a gold member on YouTube and you're a gold member on Patreon, then you can choose any membership on PayHip, and then you will be classed as a platinum member. So the cheapest way that you can do that is £17.99 on YouTube, 50 quid on Patreon, and the 50 quid Patreon also gets you 2 super wheel spins, which is ×3. So you're guaranteed 2 super wheel spins a month for 50 quid. So that gives you 50, 67.99. And then the cheapest one on PayIt is 30 quid. And that will give you a spin with the multiplier, which could be anything from 3 to 10 times. It's a minimum 3 times, maximum 10 times. And somebody won yesterday, I think it was, on 9 times. Somebody won 9 times, they did. Who was that? That was John. He got a multiplier up for 9 times. Doing them on, I believe, are all the pay-it spins being done tomorrow, Chris? I believe they are, aren't they?
Yeah, I've got the rest of them to do tomorrow.
Yeah. So your one, Scott, will be tomorrow.
No, I'm not doing Scots. He
You're
can
not
wait
doing
until
Scott?
next month.
Yeah, yours is being done within the next couple of days, put it that way, because we've got a couple more that have come through now. So there'll be some of those spins tomorrow. Now, what have we got here? Mr. Dyer. Oh. Mr. Dyer has got himself 2 super wheel spins. Let me just get the paperwork. This one, print. I like to print it off because then I can write it on the actual receipt what they want. Right. So just give it a second to print off, and then I will write on that one. So we've got 2 spins for Chris. And obviously, goes without saying, a little bit of a sales ploy. If by the time we finished it, say someone else, not just Chris, but say someone else did it as well, they bought 1 or 2, like Chris has just bought 2, and then they decide that they'll buy the others before the end of the show, then it will all count as 1. So, of course, if somebody's bought 2 and then before the end of the show they go and buy another 3, well, then they'll get their 6 or 7. Because sometimes someone will have 1 or 2 and then they'll see what they get, and then they might get another one. Okay, so we've got 2 spins. 1, 2. We've got 2, take the time. We've got 2 spins with the multiplier. Now, just to lengthen it out a little bit, Chris, right? So pause there. Don't do another spin yet. So just because we've got plenty of time on our hands, right? So you've got a bunch coin there. Now you've got a choice. You can either do a separate multiplier for each spin. So you've won a bunch coin. We can now do the multiplier to see how many you've won. Then we can go and do the next prize and then do the multiplier again to see how many you've won. So we can do the multiplier on each spin, or you can choose to just do the multiplier once for both spins. But you have to choose before you spin it. You can't choose after you spin. So what would you
I'll
like to do?
do each one, make it a bit more exciting.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, okay, so now do the multiplier to see how many bunts coins you've won. Just about to press the button on a 30-pound pin. Pay direct. Okay to go ahead. Yes, it is, Gary. Thank you very much. And anybody at all watching on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, on Catch Up, whatever, that wants to have a go for free, then just look for the step-by-step guide on Facebook or YouTube that tells you how to get £164 worth of memberships for free and put you in those draws 3 times a week ongoing. 4 times 4. Because this could work either way. It could be better off this way, or you never know. Thank you, Gary. So second prize for Chris. What have I got paper? What's he got? What's he got? What's he got? Change checker Peter Rabbit. Nice bit of paper. And how many times has he won them? How many has he got? I've actually got to run down the bottom of the garden. Well, walk down the bottom of the garden to go and get a ream of paper. So after this, we'll just put the advert on in a minute. So I'll go down there and get it. 3 of them times 3. So we've got 4 bunts coins and 3 change checker Peter Rabbits. If you just put the advert on for me, Chris, I'm just going to go and get some ream of paper. Continue. Yeah, breath, yeah. Right then. I'm not supposed to get out of breath. Thought we had to run down the bottom of the garden to get a Peter Rabbit. No, I needed paper. So in case I get any more orders, I can print it off. Let me just mark your one. It's paid. Okay, so now we're going to do one for Gary Hoskin. £30 spin. And remember, if someone's, because I know you'll consider it unlucky enough if you land on guesses after paying 30 quid. So if somebody lands on guesses, whatever the number of guesses you'll get is, I'll double. Okay. So one for Gary. What did you got to have his prize first? That's it. Let's get his prize. A bit exciting. Now, of course, if you land on a gold coin, you won't get a multiplication of gold coins, but what you will get is the rest of the multiplication in silver. Silver half crown. So what a silver half crown is, when you see silver half crown, silver sixpences, silver footpenny bits, that kind of thing, it is the coins that go before 1947 because they've got the silver content. So we see how many of them Gary has won. Go on, Gary, make it a good one. Oh, there's a 7 coming. 7's coming. 4's coming. Oh, it's not going to get to the 7, but it might get to the 4. He's got a 4. Well, a 4's better than a 3. Times 4. So we'll get you those. Well done, Gary. That's Chris's. That's Gary's. That's Raftrey's. Make sure I don't lose anything. That's cool. And we just have a little look at the comments, make sure I've not missed any guesses in case anybody's won any. Who's watching that I might owe some guesses to? Ah, Kian, you're watching. You've got 39 guesses if you want to have your guesses, Kian. 0 to 10,000. You've got some to have. So far, so good. Look at that. We've been on 3/4 of an hour already. Don't let time fly when you're having fun. Gary's happy. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. What did you think? Have you been and had a look at the Ian Glenn site? Did you like it? What did you think? Feedback is always a good thing. What other names have we got here that I might owe guesses to? Lorna, if you're watching, you've still got some as well. You've got 2 lots of 39. You've got 78. 78 you've got. So, yeah, as I was saying before I went down to the garden, there's a vid up there that tells you step by step how to get your £164 worth of entries into the memberships. So if you've wanted to join in but didn't know how to do it, now's a good time. Go and have a look at that, and it will show you how to do it for no money whatsoever. You don't need to put your card details in or anything like that. You just put the code in, and once you put the code in, that's the money. That takes care of the money side of it. So that gets you an in, gets you sort of started. And drop my tea. 3333 to 3372. Kia. 3333 to 3372. Well done, Kia. Not correct. But thank you for using those guesses up. I thought a Gary one, but he didn't. No. Okay, cool. If anybody's watching that I haven't seen their name or anything, but you're watching and you want to have your guesses. Hello, Graham. Nice to see you, mate. Graham Bowden, Linda Perry, Steve Worthington, Lynn Starkey, Doreen Hind. Nice to see you all. I'll be careful how I hold that. Otherwise, I'll knock it off. So there, we covered how you can use your free memberships. The Ian Glenn one is on sale this week for a week, so you can get a membership with Ian Glenn for 25 quid for a week. That will never be the same price again. And hopefully, maybe one day soon, we'll get a little bit of feedback off of Ian Glenn to find out what he thinks of it. What was those guesses, Ian? Oh, the guesses were 3333, 3,333, up to and including 3,372. There's your guesses. So that was another load of guesses used up. And for the people that are watching that we may not have your name on the thing, any of these people watching, you can feel free to have your guesses and have a go now. So we've got Mick Smith, Michelle Robbins, Bruce Coombs, Calvin Lambert, Derek Clark, Michael Bloxham, Tracy Murgatroyd, Peter Joins, Lorna Jones, Fiona Reed, Andy Babb, Annette Barnfield, Kieran Elms, and Robert Barnes. So any of those people, feel free to have your guesses. I'll just make sure. That's all right. So those are the guesses so far. 1960 to 1998 and 3333 to 3372. Oh, and 0 to 38 was also guessed. So for those of you that are keeping abreast of the numbers and want to write them down and create like a spreadsheet, as people have done before, so that you know what numbers have been called and you're not replicating the same numbers, that's cool. But I, of course, am not going to help you. So once this show's done, I won't be repeating any of the numbers that have been called. You have to keep a watch on that yourself. Because for my benefit, if you guess the same numbers as someone else, then that's me having a little win, as it were. So keep watching the lives and look out for the titles, because if I'm going to do a video that's just guesses, I'll say so in the title. I think I might have posted something to you, Graham, by the way. Your name rings a bell lately. I think you had a win last week, or this week, or the week before. Certainly within the last couple of weeks, anyway. Definitely. Has everybody got their raffle entries for the Roger Bannister? There's only, well, when we came on, pardon me, there was only 600 odd. 623 in stock there is. That's all there is entries wise. And I think if you buy an entry, you get one free as well. As well as having a free entry code. Yeah, you have a free entry code. And and if you buy one, you get one free. So last 623 entries. If anybody would like to, if you've not grabbed a couple of entries in the old Roger Bannister Gold, good time to do it. And certainly, if you've not had your free entry, get in and have your free entry. You never know. Who had a tasty win on a free entry? That was Aaron, wasn't it? He had. That's right. He won the phone on his free entry. Excuse me, yawning. Chris's fault. He woke me up early. Yes. So if you haven't had an entry in that one,
That sounds bad. Do you want to rephrase that?
what got me up? Oh yeah, woke me up early. Was it you that woke me up this morning? No, probably it wasn't actually. It might have been someone else. I know I got woke up with a phone. No, it wasn't you. You don't phone me. Chloe Walton had a steal on Free for All 100. She did. She won about. She had ended up with about 7 spins or something, didn't she? She did really well that day because she won. I think she won so many free spins as well. Yeah, that was pretty good. She had a good run there. And for anybody that's won any ups or daisies, get in touch. Stop yawning here. There is an album on my Facebook that's entitled Ups a Daisy. It could have been Scott, as it happens. There's a photo album on my Facebook that says Ups a Daisy, and if you click on that, there is some various prizes, anything from Walt Disney perfume to second-hand folders you can choose to trade in your prize for. Katie won the 2012 Olympics set with a free entry. Did you really, Katie? Was that your free entry that you won that on? Wow, that was a good one. That was a good one. I don't know what they're worth as a. What are they? About 20 quid a pop, the Bunts coins now? I don't know. I haven't looked for ages. And how many is there? 29 of them. So it's not a bad little prize, is it, for a free entry? That's pretty cool. Well, they might be less than that. I don't know what they are. You guys all know more than me on that one. Not retailing them individually anymore. You soon lose track of the of prices and you know what things are up for. I can't seem to stop yawning. I have to put my hand in front of my mouth, otherwise my teeth will fall out. Funny enough. The set sells on eBay for £300, including the medal. Okay, that hasn't got the medal in it. Don't think it has. No, it's just got the 29 coins, I think. But even then, 300 quid. What's that, £10 a coin? And some of them are worth more, obviously. Your football, a circulated version of the football was up to 20 quid. Triathlon, wrestling, and judo were up to 15. And football was fetching £20. That was when that was at the time when I stopped. And I don't suppose many of you are finding that many of them, are you? I mean, who's doing searching now? Raftree, you're doing some searching. Do you find many Olympics? What about you, Scott? I know you do a little bit of searching with Stevie Boy. Do you find many Olympics? Did before Christmas, could be less now. Yeah, I suppose it all depends on how many people actually decide to start selling off their own collection. Because, you know, if you've got suddenly 500 people all wanting to sell a football, then the price will plummet. But it all depends, and whether or not people put them up in auction. Because I know that there are people that will just put everything up in auction no matter what. They just put it in auction, whereas it's not something that I would ever do. I'm going to keep hold of it for a while. All these wins come in great when I'm a little hard up on cash some months. Yeah, that's it. Just sort of put it away, and then another day when you're asking, when you need it, maybe it's gone up a little bit. Kian does hunts. Okay, so have you been? What have you been? Have you been finding many Olympics? I don't even know what they've put out into circulation now. I mean, I understand diversity was put into circulation. I don't know why, considering there's no coins being circulated much. Olympics are becoming very scarce. Yeah. Yeah, see, even the easy ones are hard to get hold of, because even the easy ones are still 3 million. You know, which you used to find them quite easy and quite regular. Things like cycling and archery and that kind of thing, and canoeing, are the ones that you'd find quite often, but not. You'd find them quite often, and then now you don't hardly find them because they've dumped so many coins on the market. Usually get one per £250 bag. See, that's really bad. When me and John first started, we were finding, like, you could guarantee finding 10 to 20 Olympic coins in a £250 bag. But most of them would be your canoeing, your archery, and so on. And then you'd find the odd ones of the others. But now, of course, I mean, they've dumped, just with the Beatrix Potter, they dumped more than 60 million coins on the market. So that makes a huge difference. Huge difference. Now you've got to search no end of bags to find something a bit tasty. My Katie says hi to all. Ah, Katie, now then. As far as I'm aware, you haven't used your free-for-all yet. So just a little reminder to use your free-for-all. Get a free-for-all set. 25, 39 and 100. Because I was having a little look today and I didn't see your name. So I don't think you've got yourself a set yet. So make sure you get a set. I know your mum and dad have got a set, but you're also entitled to a set. So who's going to be daring enough to take the wheel on again? £30 spins come with a multiplier. So you could end up getting 10 times. That's my doctors. Their nose is itchy, probably the cold, probably the COVID. Three minutes past 6 for a little time check. We have about another hour to go. What else do I need to talk about? Anybody want to ask me anything that they're not sure on, or want to get an update on, or something? We got yes, golds. So you've got a gold coin. You've got this gold coin finishing Roger Bannister, and he finishes on the 29th of January, and that's Roger Bannister, 29th of January. So then around the 5th, you've got the Gold Kew Gardens. Then around the 12th, you've got okay. Then around the 12th, you've got Rosalind Franklin. So that's the next one that's going to go up, is the Rosalind Franklin. That'll be up soon, as in within the next few days. And that'll be finishing around the 12th, that will. And then the 19th is something that I've got to come up with. And there it is. And then on the 26th, we've got the People's Act. Bruce got 4 Olympics from the bank last week. Oh, there's a package on its way to you as well, Bruce. Make sure you clean it though, and remember I've got a COVID before you open it. You know, maybe even kick it to one side and leave it there for a day or two. Okay, so Lorna, what would you like to do? Would you like to have the multiplier once for both spins, or would you like to have the multiplier on each spin like Chris did? What is your choice before we start? While I get the receipt. So you can choose. Same way Chris did, you can choose whether you have the same spin for both or each. Time, okay, on each spin. It's a bit more exciting that way, isn't it? Let's get the I got up off my chair too quick. Whenever you're standing watching a printer, it never goes fast enough. But they're quick, aren't they, anyway? Right, so let's have a £30 spin for Lorna. And remember, if it lands on guesses, we just double the guesses. Whatever you win on the guesses, it doubles. So that's the other bonus. And you also have, by the way, Lorna, you've got 78 guesses to have whenever you're ready. Ow. Let's see what Lorna's going to get. Let's see what Lorna's going to get. And you also have your joker as well that you can use, don't forget. So if you get something like that you don't want, then you can use your joker on it and swap. Okay, so let's see how many of them Lorna's won. Single vintage print. And the joker works pro rata, so you know what works on a £10 spin works 3 times on a Super Bowl spin, or however many times you happen to win it. One, two. Oh, 5 times. Good shot. Single. I have a feeling you are going to swap that. Times 5. You don't have to rush and do it now, Lorna. You can take your time on it. Swap the prints for raffle credit. So that's now without me going to look. That is that set up as £25 at a time. You swap for £25 raffle credit, because if it is, then it's 5 times 25. So is that
Yep,
right?
that's
Is it
correct.
25?
125.
Yeah. Okay. Right, swap for, so that's £125 raffle credit because she got the 5 times. Well done, Lorna. Well done, well done. I imagine you're going to put that straight into the Franklin when it comes alive. What's the next one? Anybody else feel dangerous? Want to take on the wheel today? Oh, and of course, when Lorna and Chris are doing it, if it lands on the £25 raffle credit, that's their choice of double, isn't it? So it automatically doubles if they land on that one. So we've got a sheet of coins. Now we've got to see how many of them Lorna's going to get. We haven't had a 10 times yet, have we? We only had a 10 times in practice. When we spun the wheel on a practice, we've never actually landed on 10 times. Oh, she's going to hit the 5 again. Look at that. 5 twice on the bounce. Well done. Well done, Lorna. Times 5. I have a box underneath my table for you. Yours is part done, it is. Everything up until, where are we now? Thursday. Everything up until last week. Yours is in the box. So we got £125 raffle credit and 5 sheets of coin. I need to do some more sheets to try and give you something a little bit different. Thank you, Lorna. Someone else won. Did someone else have raffle credit? Silver Crown. Ah, yes, Rafttree did. So I need to send that through to Chris. That one. That one. That one. Put those two on the top. So I can text Chris afterwards and put those in there. Something to do. Cool. Well done, Lorna. Thank you very much. Any more for any more? Does anybody else fancy taking on the old wheel with the multipliers? Now what's that come through? I think that's probably a set of. Yes, well done, Brian. You got that. You sorted that one. Nice. So for those people on Facebook, nice and easy it is. Go and have a look at the step-by-step guide on how to get your free entries and start joining in the free draws. And really easy. You'll be able to do that. Hi all, especially Ian and Fran and Casper. Hello. I was just saying a little while ago, Katie, I don't know if Daddy told you, but I don't think you've used your free-for-all code yet and got yourself a set. £25, £39 and £100 membership. One of each. Use that code that's further up because Katie put it, there it is, look, XTBDA4UA. Use that code and it will do it for you for free and it will come through as an order and you'll be on all 3 wheels. You never know. You never know, you might have a win. I think the best one so far has got to be Chloe Walton when she got those free spins and she won on the £100 free for all wheel. That was a good set of spins, that was. It's all good grist for the mill, as they say. And for those people that have just joined us, what we've got going on is paid spins of the wheel. So a normal spin of the wheel is a tenner. If you buy 5 for 50 quid, you'll get 6. If you're a gold member anywhere, you'll get an extra one, 7. And for the £30 spins, it's the same, £30 each. If you buy 5, that's 150 quid. It's a big one. Then you'll get 6. And if you're a gold member anywhere, then you'll get 7. Obviously, team members always get an extra one when they buy the full amount, 5. And what else was I going to say? Oh yes, and the £30 ones come with a go on the multiplier, and you could get anything up to 10 times. What is the prize? You see that wheel in front of you, kind of cheese. There's a wheel there, and that's the prize wheel, and it's got loads and loads and loads of segments on it. It's got 5,000 segments on that, and there are 2 gold ones, a gold bar, 2 gold coins. There's the wow wow, which is if you hit the wow wow on a super wheel spin, it is a silver 2009 set. Lorna's guesses are, could be, but we'll see. Lorna's guesses are 200 to 277. Lorna Jones, 200 to 277, and that's not correct. Good effort though. A few more guesses used up. If you want to write those ones down, Katie, for your little list. Number 200 to 277 inclusive. If you want to join in for free, Mr. Kinda Cheese or Miss Kinda Cheese, go and have a look at the video that says step-by-step guide on how to get your memberships. That will show you how to get a full set for free. Otherwise, you have to pay to play. We give you a little free go, but you do have to pay to play outside of that. So you can pay to play by becoming a YouTube member, a Patreon member, or a Pay Hit member, or buy a membership of any of the memberships. And all of the links that you need are all on Ian's TV. Ians.tv, IANS.tv. Go there, one page, and it's all the links that you need to be able to join in. And you can join in for as little as, well, you can join in for as little as free. There's the free set. And then the lowest price outside of that is $1.99 a month with a YouTube membership, a paid YouTube membership. And you'll see that all those names there, all the people that are in the chat, they've all got like a $sign next to their name, which means they're paid members. And they're in a different kind of draw 3 times a week. So you can join in with that by becoming a paid member on YouTube. And every single spin of the wheel is the chance of a gold coin worth anything up to £1,000 or more. So, and we do these draws 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 o'clock till 5 o'clock. Today is just an extra special one. I had a bit of time. Chris had a bit of time. So I thought I'd come on, do a little bit of cash funding and do a couple of deals. And the deal that we've got on for tonight is any £30 spins will come with the multiplication wheel, which means you can get anything from a minimum of 3 times up to 10 times, which no one's landed on yet. Someone landed on 9 times yesterday. This is the multiplication wheel. We spin to find out what prize you win, and then we spin this wheel to see how many times you've won that prize. You could get 3 or you could get 10. Is Pay It the one with the joker? Yes, it is. So to get a permanent joker, you can have a permanent joker for as little as 30 quid a month. And some of these are no-brainers. You know, I mean, some of you, because I'm not slow, I go and check eBay and I have a little look. I check up on you and I have a little look and see how you're doing and see what you're selling and see what kind of money you're selling things for. And it makes sense that when you're earning money out of me, then you up your game a little bit. So you might be a gold YouTube member, for example, but you start to earn money. Well, then it makes sense to become a Pay It member or a Patreon member, because then you're going to get more, and you give more back and you get more, and you give more back and you get more. Just like starting off small, going to a wholesalers. You go to a wholesalers with a small amount of money, you make a bit of profit, you go back to the wholesalers, you spend a bit more. You make a bit more profit, you go back to the wholesalers and you spend a bit more. The people that, I'm not going to say won't do very well, but the people that will not do as well as others will be people that just stick to the one and don't upgrade along the way. You know, that would be like going to the wholesalers with 50 quid, selling it, making a bit of profit, and going back to the wholesalers and spending the same 50 quid, selling it, making a bit of profit, going back to the wholesalers and spending the same 50 quid. If you do that constantly, then it's going to be harder for you to do really well. Whereas if you've got someone else that goes to the wholesalers and starts off with 50 quid, then they sell it and make a bit of profit. Maybe next week they go back to the wholesalers with 75 quid. Don't spend all of it, keep some for themselves, and then put a bit more into their business. And then they sell that, make a profit, and then they go back to the wholesalers and then they spend 100 quid. Right? So you're always, when you're into buying and selling and making money in that way, you always need to up your game. If you just keep the one and rely on that, then you're never going to get very far. I'm comfortably covering my monthly outlay today, which is brilliant. You know, RJ's got it sussed as far as his system is concerned. It's funny because everybody has a little bit of a system of their own, and RJ has his system, and he's worked out with his system that, you know, what he wants to first of all cover, call me the wholesaler, right? So first of all, what RJ wants to cover is he wants to cover his wholesaler's expenses, his wholesale expenses, the money that he pays me each month in this format or that format, Patreon, Pay It, YouTube, however he's doing it. And what his first port of call is to cover those expenses. Whatever that costs, he wants to make that money back. That way, it's not costing him anything out of his pocket because he's making the money out of the stuff that I'm sending him that he's paying me for those little bits and pieces, you see? And I always say to people, what you need to do is you start off like maybe you're a gold member on YouTube, and once you start winning a few prizes and therefore selling the stuff that you've won or putting it away even, but you know you've made a profit on what you've won already, then after a little while you get into become a Patreon member, and then as time goes on you up your game on Patreon until you're a gold member, and the same with PayHip. And the people that do that are actually starting to do very well. Is there a minimum age requirement? If you're under the age of 16 or under the age of wherever you need to be, then we can't, like on the raffle site, we have, let me explain it in a different way. Kian, Regan, all our regulars know, Kian is not an adult, Kian is a minor. So what I needed for him to be able to have the memberships is his mum's permission. And if he wins any raffle credit, the raffle credit, because it's a raffle site, tgbsatchraffle.com, so any raffle credit is paid into his mum's account and his mum has to buy the raffle tickets. He's okay on the membership draws with his mum's permission, but on the raffle site, we're a little bit more strict. So any raffle credit that Kian wins automatically goes into his mum's account, and then he just tells his mum what ones he wants her to buy, and she goes in and buys them. So that's how we do that. I hope that helps a little bit. Chris Dyer said, oh, where do I find my referral code again? My account on raffle site. Oh, okay. So you go to the My Account on the raffle site, and then the referral ID for the raffle site is actually working. But that doesn't have anything to do with our referral wheel, which is slightly different. For our own referral wheel, for our draw that we do, you just need to have had the person you're referring, they need to have spent at least a £5 on the raffle site, 25 quid on Bradbridge Coin on site on memberships, and then we get them on the referral wheel. Get you on the referral wheel. Or referring them when we have a few members on that now. 5. That takes a little bit slower to build that wheel, simply because every referral for going on the wheel is checked and double checked. And if you are underage, then obviously you get your parents to go on the raffle site and oversee that, you know, and you can, because if you end up winning £1,000 coin or something like that, we are going to check into it. And if you're a minor and you haven't got your parents' permission, then you ain't going to get the prize because it'll be illegal. and we don't want to do anything naughty. So where are we? 18:25. We've got about half an hour left. Not long. If anybody wants to chase the wheel or thinks that they can duff the wheel up and beat the wheel, now's an opportunity to do it. £30 spins will come with the multiplier. You know that already. And there's the link to be able to get it. You can pay me direct to the bank, and same rules apply. You buy 5, you get 6. If you're a gold member anywhere, you'll get 7, and if you are a team member, you'll get an extra 1, which would be 8. God, if not smoking. I just sit there sometimes and puff it. Oh, my battery's gone. It's fun when you go out. Mind you, we can't go out at the moment, but I had one of these once before. And they are a little bit more common now, but I had one when they first came out. And when you're out somewhere, you know, and you're puffing away and you've got the pipe in your chops, people look at you a little bit funny. It's like, he's not supposed to be smoking in here. They don't realise it's a vape. Whereas these things, I hate these, but it gives you more of a hit because it burns it at a higher temperature and there's a lot more smoke and all of that kind of thing. But I don't really like them that much. Comes out like a chimney, doesn't it? I think some Roger Bannisters just got sold. Let's have a little look. Oh, down to 611 entries left. And then Roger Bannister will be sold out. Come on, hurry up and sell that out. That'd be good, that would, because that would be the... How many have we sold out now, Chris? Would that be the second or the third one that we've sold out? March 12th, I've sent you a coin 50p.
It'll be the second.
Be the second. We've sold one out so far. Okay, so this will be the second one we fully sold out if we get to end up getting this sold out. 611 entries left there is. And I think it's set that when you buy one, you get one free automatically. You never know, do you? You just never know. And very soon, someone's going to win one of these gold coins on their free entry, I reckon. Just like Katie did, that Olympics collection. You know, that was, I didn't realise you'd only had the one entry. That was really super lucky because it just literally slipped past Chris, I think it was. I think it was Chris, then you, then Lorna. So you got really close on that one.
Yeah, and I had 1,000 entries.
Sorry, mate?
I had 1,000 entries on it.
1,000 entries on that one. Wow.
Yeah.
1,000 entries.
And Katie beat me with one.
Katie beat you with one entry.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. I mean, it's not great for you, obviously, but, you know, it's great advertisement, that is, when people win it like that, because, well, they're both good advertisements because, you know, like John won the Snowman Gold the other day and he must have had 1,000 entries in that. So obviously in that case, having lots of entries worked. But then again, Katie just won that with one single entry. So it just goes to, and that's happened a couple of times, isn't it?
Yeah, purely boils down to luck.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll have a look later, Mark, and get back to you on it.
You're like me, Katie. You're saying sorry, but you're not really.
Yeah. You've got to enjoy it. You've got to be like, yay. You know, and then And this is where it helps people to get a little bit in front. You know, people get a little bit in front, they have a couple of good wins. Ah, right, okay, got you. Somebody just texted me, but I understand now. Yeah, so you know, you get on your feet a little bit, you have a couple of good wins, and then you invest a little bit more because you buy a few more tickets here, or you buy another membership there, or whatever, and or you win memberships, and then you have another couple more, and it just you increase your portfolio. That's a bit like what it is. It's like we've got our own way of making your own sort of small portfolio of memberships and things like that. So let's just have a little look. Have we got any more for any more? About 30 minutes left if we can get a few more in. No, that's the memberships. And that's the memberships. Got to blow my COVID nose. Excuse me a moment. Bloody COVID. And I think, how many people have we had that have purchased the spins? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I will be. Someone's telling me not to overdo it. I have no intention of overdoing it. I came in to do a bit of work the other day, and I came in to do a bit of work the other day, and I'd only been in here about an hour or so, and I started getting a few palpitations. Well, you know, started to get a little bit of a pain here. I call it palpitations. It's not really. It's more like just a little bit of. It feels like indigestion pain, except that when it's going on the wrong way and it's going towards the heart attack levels, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But I felt a little bit of a murmur. I felt a little bit of a pain, so I just stopped and sat down. And that's how I'm doing it. It's like if I even feel slightly, no, that don't feel right, I just call it a day. Go and sit down. Go in the other room. Put the telly on. I've never watched so much bloody telly. It's got to be done. Got to look after yourself. I know you do, and it's lovely. I hate losing to you. At least it wasn't me. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, he doesn't like losing to RJ. Oh yeah, if I put this. I'll show you the little battery that I've got in my thing. Because I've got to take the battery out now and charge it up. The great thing about this pipe, for those people that are into vaping, the great thing about it's not a particularly brilliant pipe, like you see the level of smoke that comes out in relation to that one, but it turns up, I mean, they take some putting together. It turns up in the box and it tells you, put the battery in, because it's already charged up, put the battery in, put your vape in and puff. That's it. I'll show you where the battery goes. Just to fill in a bit of time whilst I'm waiting for one of you to put your hand in your pocket. And if anybody that bought less than 5 happens to buy the rest up to 5, they'll get the extras. That might actually make it worth your while thinking about going, oh, shall I? Hammer your credit card. It's no good in your pocket. What is it I always try and teach you? If you've got If you've got spending power on your credit card, it's no good in your wallet. It wants to be in mine. Only a little tiny battery, look at that. Tiny one. And it goes in a little thing like that, which then plugs into the computer. You're right, Mark. Chris, it is Ian proof. Even I can't bust it. Stick it in there, in the side of the computer, and there you go, look, charging, which is cool. Sit there at night, it's because Fran smokes, so she's having her chuff, but she smokes, whereas I now don't. And there I am, I turn the room into like Fog City as we're trying to watch the television, chuffing away on that thing. Well, we ain't done bad. I've kept about 15 of you or so busy tonight, just doing a little something different. And I've given you all some updates that are hopefully updates that you wanted to know. Oh, have you? Let's get that printed off. Yes, you have. Get that printed off. Get ready to do your spin mark. Well done. Getting the last couple in before we quit is great. All donations are extremely welcome. Just get that. What is annoying for me is the absolute waste of paper, because it prints out 2 pieces of bloody paper when it's really only got 1. But never mind. Right, so we have a spin for Mark. Let's see what Mark's going to get. Good luck, Mark. If you're unlucky enough to win guesses, you'll get double the amount. However many you're in, because that's, I suppose, would be the class as the unluckiest prize. But let's hope for something good. Let's hope for a silver coin. None of you have had a silver coin on today's spins. Let's have a little silver coin for Mark. That would be good. Oh, that could be interesting, depending on how many times you get that. 10 times 3 decimal half D. Now we'll see how many times you've got it, Mark. Good luck. Let's see a 10 times come up. That would be cool, wouldn't it? First 10 times winner come up. We haven't had a 10 times winner yet. Closest is John White. He got 9 times. And there is a 10 times on there. That's going to settle on 3 times. So that will be 30 in total, times 3. You're printing on duplex then. I don't even know what that means.
Prints on both sides.
Oh, I see. No, not automatically, and I wouldn't know how to set it. I wouldn't know. You have to take the paper out and then put it back in again. in order to print it on both sides. So, and I tell you what else we're going to do. We're going to give every person, what are these? What are these? This is a little extra bonus. When the Isle of Man first made pound coins, they made them. Can you see how thin that is compared to an ordinary pound coin? See how thin that is? That's an Isle of Man pound coin. The one I've just chosen at random happens to be 1978. But can you see? Really thin, as opposed to like the pound coins that we're used to. So what I'm going to do with that is, as we've got a few minutes, is everybody that I'm going to give everybody an Isle of Man pound that's bought spins today. Pound. So everybody will get one of those as a little bonus. Isle of Man pound for Chris. Pound for Lorna and Mark. So all of you that bought spins today and delved in with us can have an Isle of Man pound coin put in the thing. And depending, I mean, some of these are in really good condition, and I have sold these for in excess of a tenner, depending on which date it happens to be. I think there's about 4 dates here: 1978, 79, 80, 81, of what I've got in the bag. But some of them are in okay condition, some of them are in spanking condition. Thank you, but can you give Katie my, I don't know, can I? I haven't got anything to write it down. Okie dokie. I can do that for you. Okay, that's that done. Cool. So there we are. We're nearly finished. Look at that. 1/4 We did well, didn't we, Chris? We've had pretty much spins all the way through for 1 hour and 3/4. I'm quite happy with that. That worked out all right. And I thought some of you had been missing the old opportunity of doing that. Got that one. So that's another one for the referral wheel. Cool. Yes, he did. And make sure you get your other one. Oh, you've got it. Yeah, I see you've got that one there. Cool. So I will do that tomorrow and make sure that'll be another referral for Scott. So we'll be on the wheel again. The thing about this new referral wheel that we've got is because it's manual and because we're checking each one, then you are able to go on there as many times as you can refer people. So what we've just had is somebody just referred a friend, and that person just spent a £5 over on the raffle site. They've just this minute spent 25 quid on a membership, which is all I need. And then they've texted me, because I've just seen the text come through to say I just got referred, and that's all I need. And then they'll go on there on the referral wheel again. Not the person that's been referred, but the one that referred them. So if you want to get on the referral wheel, and the referral wheel is ×3. Is it a ×3 or is it a multiplier? I can't remember. think it's a times 3. But I think once we get up to maybe a certain amount of people on the wheel, we might turn it into a multiplier. We'll have to have a look and see. So we'll have one. Oh, let's have another shout out for Raftree tomorrow at, and for those people watching this on Facebook as well, Raftree tomorrow at, which is Mark Bennett tomorrow at 7:15. 7:15 or 8:15? Somebody will remind me. Raftree, if you're watching, is it 7:15 or 8:15? Tomorrow, watch on Raftree's channel and you get a chance to win a Kew Gardens 50p, a genuine Kew Gardens 50p, that is, not a snidey copy, a genuine Kew Gardens. You get the chance to win in his game because he has a little game every Friday night. 7:45. Thank you, Lorna. So we have 7:45 for tomorrow for Raftree. Join in if you'd like your chance to win a Kew Gardens genuine 50p. And for those of you that might sort of look at the coin that I've got up and wonder what that's all about, if you look over on the greatrichcoinhunt.co.uk, you will see that there is a coin there and there's a picture of John White and Casper. Casper is my lovely white German Shepherd, and he's sort of our mascot. And John is my partner in crime. He started this business with me 8 years ago, and he's not too well. He's got stage 4 lung cancer, and he's now got it in his throat. And so we've got John and Casper as our first go at doing a coin, and that one. I mean, there's a limited edition of 1,000 of those. And it's up for £2.95, and there is a code where you can get 25% off if you buy 50 or more. If anybody feels a bit brave and thinks that our coins may very well go up in value, I'm hoping they will, because unlike what a lot of people are doing, I'm going to stick to absolutely rigid, stick to 1,000 mintage each time. I won't go, oh, now we'll start doing 2,000, or now we'll start doing 3,000 because we've got more members. It will just be 1,000. And I think that over the next year or two, if I'm right, as far as the supply and demand goes, with all my years' experience, they will start going up in value. I did start them off at $3.95 and then realised I've made a cock up because of the dollar and the pound, so they're actually $2.95. Anybody that paid the $3.95, they can either have the pound change or they can have 2 coins instead of 1. All they've got to do is let me know. And but I'll do the 2 coins instead of 1 because it's my cock up at the end of the day. When you make a cock up, you have to pay for it. So I think that'll probably be us done. I don't think anybody else is going to come through at the last second. I want to say a big thank you for Katie and Lorna taking up your late afternoon stroke early evening to come in and look after us and mod for us, and a huge thank you to Chris for being able to be available to do this with me tonight. I really appreciate it. As usual, I can't do it without Chris, so I'm really grateful. And I think that's it really. We'll call it a day there, and I'll go off and have a nice cup of tea. Get ready for my dinner at 7. So thanks very much. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Lorna. Thank you, Katie. And thanks everybody for watching, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. And come and join us. And don't forget, check out that guide on how to get your free for all set. £25 membership, £39 membership, £100 membership. Free for everybody. Everybody can come in and have a go. So everybody has a chance to like get going, start making a few quid. All right then. Thank you very much. See you later. And tomorrow, 3 o'clock, Chris will be on with the live draws. Thank you. Bye for now.
The Great British coin hunt. We got what you want. We got gold and silver. Seems everyone's